Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft train video. Since we've recently completed it, today's video is going to be a quick walkthrough of the interior and exterior of our Chicago Metra train. So as you can see here, on the end of the train, we have the cab car with the caution striping, and if we come under here, we have a bell down here, and a little plow on bottom, and a horn up top there. And as we move down, we'll look at a side view of the actual coaches, and these ones presented a unique challenge because inside on the top floor there's a gap in the middle where you can look down on the bottom floor. So I actually had to make these coaches bigger than I normally would. And remember, if you need to know how to build any of these cars or locomotives, make sure you check out my Chicago Metra train playlist. I'll have it linked in the description. Then on this end of the train, we actually have two locomotives here. Right here we have an MP36 in the more modern paint scheme. And if you look here, I tried to round off the windows as much as possible. And here's what the top details of it look like. Then in front of that, we have the classic F40PH in the blue paint scheme. And we'll come up here and look at the top of this real quick. And as usual with my builds, we can go inside everything. It's only 3 blocks wide, so there's not much. But here we have a cab with a little control stand for the engineer. And if we come back here, we can go in the engine compartment. So we come down here, there's a little access door on the side there, and here's the prime mover. And it's pretty long, and that's connected to this generator here, and we have some more equipment in the back. Then we can come out this back door and we'll go check out this other locomotive. So much like this other one, we can go inside the cab of this one, and this is a more modern locomotive, so it has the desktop controls up here. And here's the engineer seat. And we can go in the engine room of this one as well. So if we come down these stairs, we have a little bathroom here. Come into the engine room. Here's the prime mover on this one. And we have some more equipment back here. Now we'll come out and go into the actual train. So this is the first coach car here. So we just have seating on either side, and as you can see, there's a gap up there where you can look up into the top. This is why these cars had to be wider than normal. Right here we have a little restroom for the customers. In the middle of the car has the entrance with the stairs, with the side doors where you would board here. Because these cars are divided off into 2 halves. Then this half is the exact same thing, just going the opposite direction. And we'll continue on. Here's the walkway between the cars, which is completely enclosed. And this car is exactly the same. Much like in real life, they have all of the same or very similar cars. We have some stairs on each side here to get to the upper deck. And like I said, this is all the same, so we'll move on. Come between the cars, come to the next car. And just keep going because this is all the same. We'll come up top here. So we'll come up these stairs onto the upper deck, and here you can see we're using trapdoors for the railing so that we can actually fit this walkway on each side with a gap in the middle. And there's all kinds of seats up here because this is just a commuter train. And we'll come back down to the last car here. So we'll come across to this last car. And we'll come down to the other end because that's where all the changes are. So this one is the cab car at the rear of the train. So to get to the cab, we have to come upstairs because these ones have a very high cab. We come through this door, and as we can see here on these ones, the cab comes all the way across the width of the car. Some cab cars are just like a tiny closet. Here's the window where the engineer sits and looks out. We have a control stand, and most of these are a bit older, so we have gauges in here instead of computer screens. So that's the interior of the cab, and we'll come back outside. Come back up this side, just to show you can walk up both sides here. And we'll come back outside. So there we have it, folks. That was just a quick walkthrough of our Chicago Metra train. Make sure you check out all the build videos if you want to build this in your world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.